Well, today is the start of the year 2023. So, yeah, hopefully this year will be a positive one. And yeah, let's all look forward to this year and hope it's a positive year for us all. Happy New Year. So now that we're in the year 2023, I have been thinking about what sort of resolutions I should give myself. And I do have the obvious one of finishing my current book that I'm writing. So yeah, hopefully I do get to finish off the book this year and get it published. But I feel that yes, it is a resolution, but it also feels more like a goal for me. So I guess it kind of ticks both boxes in that department. And then I guess another resolution, it's a continuing one, and that's to manage my binge eating a bit more. Like, my last resolution of 2022 was to lose weight, and I did achieve that. But my binge eating has been a bit up and down throughout the year and even now. So yeah, the continuing resolution is to manage my binge eating and bring it down more, and I guess lose a bit more weight as well, since I have gained some weight back in the last few weeks. So that's a continuing resolution. But in terms of a new resolution, I have actually been thinking about this one a bit, but initially it was to basically stop being on the internet so much. Like, for many years now, I do spend a large majority of my life just kind of a large majority of my time to basically just be on the internet, whether it will be browsing stuff or watching YouTube videos or just overall spending a lot of time on the internet. But I was thinking that it seems like a really bit of a too big of a goal for me, in terms of like just limiting myself from the internet overall. And I've been thinking about it, but I don't really spend all that much time on the internet in terms of like looking stuff up or searching through things. Like, I don't really do much of that. Where I spend a lot of time on the internet is from watching YouTube videos, I guess, and sometimes I do kind of watch like movies and stuff every now and then on the internet, but it pales in comparison to how much YouTube videos and how much time I spend on YouTube overall. And this isn't even like watching like new YouTube videos. Like, I've just kind of sunken into this habit of rewatching various like videos I've seen many times, and a lot of times I just kind of put it on when I'm feeling bored or don't know what to do. I'll just kind of put it on in the background, and then even when I'm like having like lunch or dinner by myself or something, I'll like kind of put it on and have it on in the background and just kind of rewatch these videos over and over again, to the point where, you know, in the past I kind of put it on to kind of like manage my stress, I suppose, but now it's come to a point where it's kind of becoming a bit obsessive. And it's kind of like, because I'm like even listening to these videos in the background, the things that I hear or what people say in these videos are starting to get repeated on and on in my head, and then even when I'm not watching the videos, I can still hear these specific like things that people have said in these videos in my head. So it's come to a point where it's become quite obsessive and quite a repetitive, unhealthy cycle, I suppose. So, but coming back to my resolutions, my resolutions is to just spend a lot less time on YouTube. Like, it's just become a very unhealthy like cycle for me. But obviously I will continue to like watch like new upcoming YouTube videos from the few subscribers that I've subscribed to. But in terms of like just putting on YouTube videos that I've seen many times already and then put them on in background as well, I want to like just tone that all the way down really. So I guess that's like a new resolution for me this year. So yeah, hopefully I'll succeed in it, and then I'll keep you updated on how the progress is going. And then as far as other resolutions for the year, I'm still thinking about them, so I want to take my time with them, since they are, I do feel that resolutions are very personal, and to someone else they might seem a bit insignificant or anything, but for an individual, they're very personal, and hopefully should be ways to kind of improve that individual, I guess. So I want to think carefully about what other resolutions I might want to consider this year. Right, so I've just donated my book to the library, and I only donated one of them just to test and see if it works, but I get the feeling it won't be accepted just because I know how competitive books can be in the market. So, but you never know. So they said it'll take about 2 weeks, and I should know by then. So yeah, hopefully it goes well. So after a long time, this week I finally managed to start again on my current book. Not in terms of starting all over again, but just like continuing to work on it. Like the last time I worked on it was around, August, September time, and then I just kind of went through a lot of like really mood shifting phases with my mental health, and like that was around the time when I kind of switched up medication in my dosage as well, and then it just made me go through a lot of weird up and down phases in my mood, and it definitely affected my motivation as well. So I just kind of didn't work on my book for a long time and many months really, and then I just kind of said to myself, okay, it's a new year, like, time to recontinue my book. So yeah, I've read through and kind of made updates and checks throughout the prologue and the first chapter, and then changed some words about here and there, and then changed a bit of the linings on some of it as well. So yeah, I guess it's kind of a good feeling to finally be back and working on my book. So hopefully my motivation and momentum keep going, so that I work on it each day, only by a little bit. So yeah, hopefully it goes well. And then to go into a bit more in depth on my current book, so this is going to be one of the main characters for the book, and his name is Trike. And then I did this drawing quite a few months ago now, just to kind of have an idea what I want the character to look like. And then on the left side is a drawing I did of the character many years ago, and that was like the first kind of concept art. But with this drawing, I've kind of like updated his design a bit more just to kind of fit with the theme of the book a bit more, and then added a bit more details here and there. And then I mentioned that he's one of the main characters, and that's because he's going to be accompanied by his sister. So this is Suan, which is another main character of the book. And then again on the left side you have the drawing I did of her many years ago as a rough concept, but to finalize more of her design to fit with the book, I've added more details here and there, just kind of updated her overall look. So these two drawings aren't finalized yet or anything, it's just kind of in the planning stages. So as the book develops, I might need to change some features here and there, and I'll be sure to update on the progress of the characters as well. So yeah, just thought I'd share a bit more of the kind of development of the book that I'm going through with you all. So I guess that's pretty much it for this week, so hopefully I'll see you next Saturday. That's it for this video. My name is Hoiman, and please consider subscribing, I'd really appreciate it. And remember, always look forward, keep hope alive, and remember, you're somebody.